Hello, myself Dr. Seema Saxena. Dear students, our today's topic is developmental pattern among metazoans. Animal kingdom is classified into protozoa and metazoa. Unicellular organism comes into protozoa while the multicellular organism comes into metazoa. Metazoa is again divided into parazoa and eumetazoa. Phylum Porifera comes into parazoa. Eumetazoa is again divided into Radiata and Bilateria. Phylum Coelenterata and minor phyla Ctenophora comes into the category of Radiata, while in Bilateria remaining phylum comes, that is phylum Platyhelminthes to Chordata comes into the category of Bilateria. The most striking development pattern among the metazoa is that the life has not evolved in a straight line. Metazoans show several branching evolutionary paths. Metazoans belong to one of the three major branches. First one is diploblastic, second one is protostome, and third one is deuterostome. In this video, we will study the developmental pattern among diploblastic animals and protostome, and in the next video we will study the developmental pattern in deuterostomes. Now the developmental pattern in diploblast. Poriferans and coelentrates comes into the diploblast. What are diploblasts? The animals that have only two primary germinal layers, that is ectoderm and endoderm, comes into the category of diploblast. The sponges develop in a manner different from that of any other animal group. Some taxonomies do not consider them metazoans at all and call them parazoans. A sponge has three main types of somatic cells. First one is pinacocyte, second one is flagellated choanocyte, and third one is archaeocyte. Archaeocyte is also known as totipotent. Archaeocytes can differentiate into the all other type of cells in the body. Individual archaeocyte cells can reaggregate to form new sponges. Such aggregation are species specific. Sponges contains no mesoderm, so that poriferans have no true organ system, nor they have digestive system, circulatory system, nerve or muscles. Thus, though they pass through an embryonic or larval phase, sponges are very unlike most metazoans. Coutinho et al. Suggests that they share a common origin with all other animal phyla, as they share many features of development with them. Gene regulatory proteins and signaling cascade are some common examples. Signaling cascade means regular sequence, that is sequence one after the other. Now we study the developmental pattern in coelentrates. Coelentrates are again diploblastic animals. These diploblastic animals are those that have ectoderm and endoderm but not true mesoderm. They shows asexual as well as sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction takes place by means of budding and regeneration. Cnidarians and ctenophores are some common examples of coelentrates. Now we will study the development in protostomes and deuterostomes. What do you mean by protostomes and deuterostomes? Protostomes means in which mouth develop first, and in deuterostome anus develop first from the blastopore. Most metazoans have bilateral symmetry and three germinal layers, so these are triploblastic animals. Now what is Bilateria group? The evolution of mesoderm enabled greater mobility and larger bodies because it became the animal's musculature and circulatory system. The animal of this phyla are collectively called Bilateria. All Bilateria are thought to have evolved from a primitive type of flatworm. This schematic diagram shows the classification of Bilateria. Bilateria is classified into protostomes and deuterostome. Protostome is again divided into ecdysozoa and lophotrochozoa. Ecdysozoa and lophotrochozoa have schizocilic coelom, while the deuterostomes have anthrocoelic coelom. Annelida, arthropoda and mollusca comes into the category of protostomes, and echinodermata, hemichordata and chordata comes into the category of deuterostomes. Now the developmental pattern in protostome. Flatworm, annelids, arthropod, mollusk and a number of allied minor phyla consist of the subdivision Protostomia. In protostomes, mouth develop first from blastopore at or near the opening of the gut. The anus form Later on at another location, coelom is isocoelic, that is, coelom is formed by the splitting of mesodermal cells into layer. There are two main branches of protostomes, ecdysozoa and lophotrochozoa. Exozoa include the animals that mold their exterior skeleton. The major constituent of this group is Arthropoda, a phylum containing the insects, arachnids, mites, crustaceans and millipede. The second group, Lophotrochozoa, in these animals are characterized by a common type of cleavage, that is spiral, a common larval form, the trochophore, and a distinctive feeding apparatus, Lophotrochophore, found in some species. Flatworm, bryozoans, annelids and mollusks are some common examples. Now, the characteristics of protostomes. These are few characteristics of protostomes. First is the blastopore give rise to mouth. Second one is cleavage is spiral and determinate. Third is mesodermis formed from a single blastomere, that is 4D teloblast. Fourth one is isocoelic coelom is present. Dear students, the developmental pattern in deuterostome we will study in the next video. Thanks, you will like it.